Hi guys, it's John Owens here from Ozzybrew. This is a Homebrew Wednesday, and just a few things I'd like to ask you knowledgeable guys out in YouTube, BrewTube land, in this short homebrew video. Obviously I'm still relatively new to homebrewing, still excited about the kits that I'm doing. I know a lot of you guys have gone on to extract brewing and all grain brewing, and some have gone back to kit brewing again for a change. What you can see here is my I've just bottled this about half an hour ago, that's why I'm still out of breath slightly. This is my Wilko's Delicate Pilsner, and I hopped it with dry hopped it with 25 grams of Bramlin. Obviously it's still very murky because it's just gone in the bottles. Let me just place that back there. So I'm hoping that'll be quite nice for a Christmas party I've got, where most people are lager drinkers. But I do have a few questions I'd like to ask in this Homebrew Wednesday. There's the brew that I've just put on. That's the Geordie Winter Warmer. I've heard some good reviews about this kit from Geordie, so I've got that on for over Christmas. 40 pints, just under 23 litres there. I need to put my paddle away. But yes, I've just put that on as well this evening, so I'm absolutely shattered. I do have a pint of my homebrew as well. This is my Wilko's 2-can real ale kit. Very refreshing when you're doing your brewing, as all you guys know. As I say, I do have just a couple of questions, quite novice questions really, but every time I make a brew I always think about these questions, and they're neither here nor there, but maybe you guys can just shed some light on them. Yeah, the first question I've got to ask you guys is, when you're making your kit beers, and obviously you put your tin of extract into boiling water to let it soften before you put it into the fermenter, I use a tin opener that instead of the old traditional ones that go around the top of the tin, the one I've got takes the lid off and leaves an edge around, so it takes the whole of the tin lid off. I noticed when I was pouring the extract in the fermenter tonight, and then obviously rinsing out with boiling water, that possibly some of the paper label that was around the edge, even though it wasn't, you know, there was no ragged edges, some of that may have gone into the brew. And I'm just wondering if anyone else has ever thought that this may have happened when they're doing their brews. And if so, whether you think it would affect the outcome. I mean, we're talking a minuscule amount of paper in 40 pints. I've not had a problem before, but I'm just wondering if anyone's ever thought about that at all. My next question was about when you sterilise your bottles before you come to bottle your brews. Tonight I bottled 40 pints of the Delicate Pilsner, the Wilko's, and I cleaned and sterilised my bottles in proprietary sterilising solution. It wasn't one of these sterilisers where you don't have to rinse it out, so obviously I had to rinse my bottles out after bringing them out of the sterilising solution. And what I was doing was rinsing each bottle out twice under the tap, so using 2 pints of water, and then obviously putting the bottles in upside down to sort of dry out. I'm just wondering whether is 2 rinse outs enough? Is it too much? Am I overthinking things? I've never had a problem before, but I'm just wondering whether just a pint of water might clear it out. I am on a water meter around here, so you do have to think about these things, I suppose, when it boils down to the cost of brewing. So I don't know whether you guys have got any tips on that at all. And also, do the bottles need to be bone dry? I mean, I just rinse them out, put them in a plastic container, probably for about an hour, and then do my bottling. So I'm sure all the bottles have still got a little bit of water residue in. I can't imagine it would make any difference. But they're just the questions really that I'd like to ask, and just to see whether you guys have got any tips, or whether you agree with me that really, as long as you clean your main fermentation vessel and your bottles are cleaned out and you keep your temperature right, then you can't really go wrong with the kits. So thanks very much for listening, me waffling on, and once again I enjoy all your videos, and thanks for the few people that have subscribed to me, much appreciated. Bye bye.